Hi friends, welcome to a live from my laundry room in which I'm going to share some of my recent thrift haul finds with you. Starting with this, which I don't think I've talked about before. This is actually a robe I found on Poshmark. The brand is called Wonder Valley, which I'd never heard of, and I love the pattern. I just fell in love with it. It feels very like kind of mid-century mod, a little bit Marimekko, and it is my favorite sort of poppy red tomato color, and kind of a creamy off-white base, and it's 100% cotton. I'm pretty sure it had never been worn before. So anyway, this is a Poshmark find. I have found when buying on Poshmark, it's important to check measurements because again, sizing, even there like elsewhere, sizing is whack. So I often will ask for the pit-to-pit measurement if it's not provided, just to make sure it'll fit me on top. And for pants, I get a little more specific, but I think that's super helpful. And you have to sort of train yourself to look outside your size range. I think this was listed as a large, extra large maybe, or maybe it was one size, I forget. But again, it's a little bit of a gamble for fit, but if you can get measurements, that's helpful. Okay. Next bit. So even though I have a garage full of clothing that I'm still trying to sell, and yes, I maybe do have a problem. I went thrifting yesterday after I went to run an errand. I actually took some things to donate to the thrift store. It's finally close enough to fall that I can donate some of the fall things that I've been hanging on to so they wouldn't take up space or end up in a landfill instead of going to the resale floor at a thrift store. So I took some things in and I stopped at Many Hands thrift store and found some really cool pieces. I've already laundered them because that's how not busy I was yesterday. It was raining and I thought it was good laundry day. So this is a new day. It's a linen cotton skirt, and I just thought the colors were really fun. It's kind of a midi, a longish midi length. You can't really tell because it's folded over, but it's got an elastic waist. And I think it was sized a medium. Does it say medium? Yeah, it says medium, but it totally fits this extra large girly. So again, don't forget to look at the mediums. And I wasn't intentionally trying this to go with it, but when I tried them on together, I thought it looked really cool. This is a dress barn top. And then this is an Arizona Jean Company top that also worked well with that. Okay, I was really on a crazy top kick because I also bought this guy. I don't know if you've seen the brand Take Two, but it's like a vintage brand that does like scenic t-shirts, and then they have them somewhat bedazzled. I know this borders on old lady, but there's something arty auntie and cool that I love about this. And I think when you pair it with something like, I don't know, like a funky wide leg jean or the right skirt, it looks very cool. So there's that. I also grabbed this guy, which is a brand I wasn't familiar with, My Southern Woman or something like that. Just because the pattern on it was pretty fabulous, leaning a little bit more into fall. Okay, so also, I'll get back to more behind me, but also at Many Hands, I grabbed this lovely little leather wallet. It is genuine leather. It's in pretty good shape. It's black and kind of a nutmeggy brown, and it feels nice. And this little Amera leather coin purse. I think these are included if you buy like an Amera leather, like a larger leather tote bag. I don't see these sold individually, but this is just a nice little size, and it's got two little inner pockets, and it is real leather. It feels well made. And this, the cutest little bucket bag. This is a Jen & Co. vegan leather bucket bag. It's got a little, basically a little mini purse that sits inside of it. You can clip it in or clip it out. You can see that. And keep things secure, and then just it kind of suspends in there, and there's more room all around the bucket, and then it's got little snaps. Oops. And both a short handle and a longer handle. I thought that was pretty darling. It's navy blue. So yeah, I don't always find purses there, but it helps to look. So a few cute purse things. And I got one, I know I need to stop buying vintage jewelry, but I bought one to go with my disco era, y'all. It's like silver beads. This is like a 4-strand with knots and extra links, and it's asymmetrical. I don't know, I just thought it was interesting, and it's heavy, and it was a good price. I think it was like $1. No, it was $2.50. I think their necklaces were $2.50 at Many Hands. Okay, I also perused the shoes. Again, I don't tend to buy a lot of shoes either for myself or for resale, but I had looked at these brand new in store. So when I found these looking almost brand new at Many Hands, I thought they had to come home with me. They're Dolce Vita, or DV by Dolce Vita, and their metallic shoes are pretty cool. I like that these don't have a high contrast. Like, I feel like sometimes you see these and they're just super sporty with the white outsole, and these actually have sort of a silvered gray outsole too. And I like that the ties have little metal tips, but no signs of wear inside the shoe. The bottoms needed a little cleaning, so I've done that already. But they do not smell. They are not stretched out or creased, and I think those are very nice. I also, apparently somebody was in the Dolce Vita donation mode, because I also got these fabulous Dolce Vita thong sandals. They've got this cool square toe, which is neat, and a little like taupe that reads as gold trim around the edge. And then I like that the buckle is two-toned. There's like a gold and a silver buckle. So like if you're a mixed metal girly like me, where I often alternate between gold or silver, or sometimes wear them both together, this is kind of a cool shoe. And these normally retail for like 80 or 90 bucks, so I was glad to find them. I did have to do some cleaning to the soles. They again had no visible wear on the top. I've cleaned them. The soles just had like sticker gunk on them from the original stickers. I think someone tried them on, walked around in them with the stickers on. So anyway, that was also kind of a good deal. The last piece behind me is one that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. Just a local listing. A lady had this dress listed for sale, and did not have any detail about the fabric type or the brand, just said it was an extra large. I asked her for some dimensions, because I wanted to make sure it fit before I drove across town to pick it up. But it was a very good price. It turns out to be Shein, which I try not to buy, but I love this this style. It looks very much like a higher end designer combination that I've seen elsewhere, and the fit is really nice. She noted in her sales post that the tie, the belt, the self fabric belt, had a stain in it, and it did have a very deep stain in it that I could not get out. But A, I don't really think I need to wear the belt. But B, I thought, oh, you know, the stain's kind of toward the end of the belt, and the belt is actually extra long. So I just cut it off. I cut the stained part off, and I've folded this inside and re-sewn the edge. So it still works as a belt if you want a belt, or to wear it around your neck as an added flourish. But I love this, and again, these colors are so fun. I also discovered when I came home that it looks pretty cool with, if I can get it, this guy, which is a sort of a sweater shacket, heavy, that I got at the Dress for Success sale in July. Was it July? I think it was July. But so if you're feeling like a jolt of energy into the fall, this is lovely summer dress, and then this paired with this, and maybe a pair of chunky boot or tights, and a clog or something could be very cool. Has a very little login look vibe. And then while I was in that vein, I was thinking about another purchase I made recently. This was from Clothes Mentor in Urbandale. This is a fancy sundry sweater from Anthropologie. I love that it says au revoir on it. But it also looks super cool in it with the fun striped skirt, and maybe over this top if I wanted to wear this into the cooler months. So anyway, it's fun when all the colors start to come together for you, and I feel like that's happening a lot more with my wardrobe the more I thrift, even when I'm not actually thinking about, I wasn't thinking about this sweater or that sweater when I was purchasing these other things, but they all kind of come together. So anyway, that's a recent haul. I'll have more to share next time. I'm trying to do a better job of documenting these, both for my own memory so I don't forget where I got things. Those thrift store receipts aren't too detailed. You know, it says like women's top or women's skirt. It doesn't really tell you what you got. So anyway, just to keep my own brain straight on where I got things, I'll try to do a few more of these going forward. But anyway, tell me what you think if you're interested in, if you like seeing the thrift store haul. I do feel like I've been doing this informally for my sister since I started thrifting for clothes, you know, the last couple of years, but I haven't really done it as something I share more outwardly. But I do feel like it's one of the cool things to see what people actually bring home and why it resonates with them, and also just to show, you know, there's so much good stuff to be had if you're willing to take some time and look. And anyway, that's it for this week. Thanks.